Hello.
All
You
right.
ready?
You
Oh,
hear me okay?
I do. I hear you.
Great. We are here with Sha'Carri Richardson, winner of the Olympic trials 100 meters. She's on her way to Tokyo, won in a time of 10.86. I'll be asking questions on behalf of the media. Feel free to pop your questions in the chat at any time. Sha'Carri, our first question is from Doug Bender. He asks, what did your grandmother's embrace mean to you tonight? Can you describe those emotions?
My grandmother embracing me. Excuse me. Um, just honestly, from years of her being that person in my life. From when I was younger, from day one up until now, always been in my corner. No matter what I did, no matter if it was good, no matter what, if it was bad, she always was right there. My grandmother's my heart. My grandmother is my superwoman. So to be able to just have her here at the biggest meet of my life and being able to cross the finish line and run up to the steps knowing I'm an Olympian now, it just felt amazing. Like honestly, that would probably felt better than winning the race itself. Being able to just hold her after becoming an Olympian.
Question from Alex Ozzy. How old were you when you first set a goal of competing at the Olympics? And what would you tell your younger self about this moment?
As soon as track took my interest, I definitely knew that to be an Olympian was the ultimate goal. So honestly, that always was leading goal in mind was to be an Olympian from when I started. And actually being able to be an Olympian now, I would tell my younger self, everything you've gone through, everything you don't even understand now, it all will pay off when you least expect it. That's what I would go back and tell myself, just to continue to be who I am and to allow myself to go through things that way I can get to the point that I am now.
Another question from Alex Ozzy. What does your orange hair mean, and how did you decide on the color orange tonight?
um like my orange hair, what it means is just it was just to be able to stand out on the track, to make sure that I'm visible and being seen, just like my personality. Like I stated, my girlfriend actually helped me pick this color. She felt like it was like loud and encouraging and honestly dangerous, knowing that I'm coming to one of the biggest meet there is in the United States, and racing against amazing other athletes. She was like, if you're gonna go out there and be the best, you need to look the best, you need to make a statement. So that was another reason why the color orange came out tonight.
Question from Eddie Pels. Speaking of hair, can you share any plans for it in Tokyo?
I would say for Tokyo, there will be some switching up. I've got some tricks up my sleeve for my hair, but just stay tuned.
Another question from Eddie Pels. Tell us about the hug in the stands, who it was with, and what it meant to you.
The hug in a sense was my grandmother, and that meant the biggest thing to me. Honestly, that was one of my biggest goals in life, to have her see me compete at one of the highest levels and be successful, and for her to actually be able to take a medal home. If she ever was to be able to see me run, to put on my best foot, put my best foot forward every single time. So yeah.
Question from Kate Walkup. Does your success at such a young age play a role in your confidence now? And how has your approach to the sport changed as you've gotten older?
I would say me being the age I am now, it's if anything, it's just motivation. Seeing all of the people that's been in the sports, besides the people that came out my year or relatively close to when I came out, just everybody beforehand, being able to being able to represent myself and showing people that age doesn't matter. When you step on the track, it's about who's been working the hardest at practice. It's about who has the heart to want to go and get to that finish line first. That's all that it means to me. So I use my age as honestly an intimidating factor to everybody else getting on the track. If you've been doing this and I step on the scene, I'm letting you know I respect you for you putting on for our sport. But at the end of the day, when we get on this line, what you've been doing, you have to do that against me. And we just going forward from there.
Question from Kayla Fenton. Do you have any words for young athletes that are looking up to you as an inspiration slash role model?
I would say to the children, to the athletes looking up to me, I would say, if you are looking up to me, continue to be yourself. It's okay to have a role model, but at the end of the day, never be someone else, because if you try to be someone else, you will never authentically be able to be who you are, and to put that fully out for not even just for yourself, but for your craft. So I would just say, always continue to be yourself and work hard.
Question from Adam Kilgore. You mentioned on the track that you learned this week your biological mother died. With as much detail as you're comfortable sharing, could you explain your relationship with her and your family situation growing up?
That's not anything I want to talk about, so I'm not going to get too much into details because that is still a very, very, very sensitive and confusing topic for me to even speak on for myself. But what I will say is I am grateful for her giving me life, bringing me into this world to bring y'all who y'all see today as Sha'Carri Richardson. And I will always love and respect her for that and definitely pay her respect every time I step on the track. I love her and I know she loved me.
Question from Nick McCarville. Sha'Carri, congrats. Can you tell us about going up in the stands to hug was it your grandma? Why did you make that decision and how special was the moment for you to share with her and others?
Running up into the stands, that moment for me was just the reason why I did it is because that's the passion that I have. And those people sitting in the stands are my motivation. That's my family. They're the reason I'm here. So being able to go up there, hug my grandmother, everybody else sitting around understanding what that hug meant to me, it just felt amazing. It just felt surreal. Honestly, still even in this moment feeling surreal. I can't wait until I'm done here at the track and I can go sit in my family's face and just let it all sink in.
Question from Ashley Coleman. What would you tell the 18-year-old you just before heading to LSU?
I would tell 18-year-old me before heading to LSU, get ready. You have a lot of unexpected surprises that you didn't think would come so soon, but you are a warrior and stay ready.
Question from Tyler Tackman. What are some of your favorite memories with your grandmother?
Okay. There are not going to be two more questions because I need to go.
Okay. You need to go now?
This can be the last one.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I'm sorry, what did you say?
So Tyler's question was, what are some of your favorite memories with your grandmother?
Some of my favorite moments with my grandmother is simply like the simplest stuff. Cooking in the kitchen, growing up, watching certain shows. Like honestly, just spending time with her was amazing. Just spending time, just being with her 24/7, growing up. In moments where she could deal with me more than anybody else could. Those are the moments I will always cherish, and that's why she will forever be number one in my heart.
All right. Seems like that's all the time we have with Sha'Carri.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.